Afternoon, YouTube. I want to talk to you about a fire pit. We've been looking at these for a little while for ourselves. However, we're running into a lot of situations where we can't use them at all the campgrounds that we're at. Seeing reviews on YouTube and checking out their website, I knew that this is the one. And I'll tell you, the main reason was the price. But the funny thing is I think it's one of the better quality ones, and the simplicity is just through the roof.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So why would you want something like this? There are a lot of campgrounds that you go to that will allow fires in a fire container of some kind. A lot of them have to not allow ash to hit the ground. So that pretty much rules out a fire ring. It kind of rules out a lot of things. Well, this one has its own ash tray, which we'll see, and it does contain the fire, and it is up off the ground. TURBRO Fireside Portable Outdoor Fire Pit. They're calling it the model Pluto R19. Just kind of ignore all that. Just look for the brand TURBRO. The link is going to be in the description. It'll take you right to it. If you click this is what you're going to get. I think you're going to like this. Now, in this case, it came in a box. This was overboxed. The box was huge. It was way too big for what this was. But I could see why they wanted to protect it and why they put it in an overbox. Okay, even protected a little bit more with this big piece of styrofoam. Here's the top ring. And you'll see all these are lettered. All these letters, after a while, I'm sure would burn away, but to put it together first few times, this will give you an idea of how it goes together. A. Okay, so the next one you're looking at, this is going to be like the ash pan. This is D. The storage bag, this is a high denier storage bag. Here we have what I will call the mid-ring. This is the piece that kind of does the magic more than anything else, but it is all engineered to work together. And then the final piece, this is the base. This one has the letter F. It's got the writing on it, identification, brand identification. And again, there's going to be some lettering, but more importantly in this case, there's some indentations that allow these two pieces to go together and lock in place. And then, of course, the fold-out feet. So looking inside the manual, of course, outdoor use only. I don't think that we need to go over that. This is getting back to the pieces again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Teaching you the alphabet here. Probably pretty boring. However, all those pieces are identified, again, by letters. If you want to see in here, here's the F. This will tell us how to put it together. The thing is 19.5 inches tall, and it's 19.2 inches in diameter, which is a lot bigger than I thought initially. For the money, I thought I was getting something maybe about this big. And again, I started researching, and it turned out to be much bigger. So let's go ahead and get the feet out. This will give you a little bit bigger footprint. So it's not so much sliding around. Again, a lot of these campgrounds, they want this thing up off of the ground. And of course your tray. There we go. Sits on the lip inside here. We're going to line up these arrows here. If you get it right, you don't have to worry about this thing coming apart then. You can lift it by that section. Then after that, and you're done. That's the entire assembly process. 304 stainless will allow you to burn quite a bit in this before you get it to where it's really tarnished. You will get, when you burn it, when you start running cycles through this, you will get a different discoloration on this. If you want to try to keep it clean on the inside from any kind of blackening, you can take like Palmolive detergent, put it on a paper towel, and rub Palmolive all over the fire ring, around, on the outside, all inside this area here, down in here. Put Palmolive all over it, a real thin coating all over it, and when you go to clean it, it'll wipe right out. It'll wipe out, and it will be just as pretty much as shiny as this was originally. But as far as the turning of the color, there's really nothing you can do about that. The overall weight, 20 pounds. You're talking about a 20-pound overall item. It's not quite 20 pounds. It's a little bit less than that. With the box and everything, you're over 20 pounds. But to tote it around again with that portable piece, that's really nice. And you've seen how it all stacked together. It is pretty collapsible. Of course, you don't need all the bags and everything to stack it all back together, but it is a really, really decent piece of equipment. I'm going to tell you that it is smokeless, and that's all because of the way this works here. What happens is the burn that is happening in here, there's air being introduced through the bottom of this, but it's causing a reburn because of the heat, and the heat draws in a lot of extra air in here. You get a chimney effect. So whenever that flame is leaving the top of this, based on this ring here, whenever the flame is leaving out of here, it's causing it to draw cool air that's in these areas here, that makes that smoke get reburned. Basically, you're reburning it all. That's why it's smokeless. So whenever you first fire it up, you'll see a little bit of smoke, but once it's at temperature, once it's really going to town, you're going to see that the smoke really goes away. I hope this helped you out. The links are in the description. This is TURBRO Fireside. It's called the Pluto model. This will get you the ability to have yourself your own little portable fire. Can they work on decks? Yes, you can put this on the deck. You can put this on a deck. You can even put this on those vinyl decks, you know, the ones that are not true wood, and you won't have any problem. That's the benefit of having this lifted. Just make sure you have the feet down. So that's it. Hope that helped out.